Sorry. I was a little busy fending off a goblin horde. Sure thing. Take whatever you need. Right behind you.
Well met. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. steal anything from my
The
shop,
name's
and you'll
Jormir,
regret it.
and I'm just the man for the job. Yes? Right. Let's trade. That's what you said, right? You wanted to trade? Right behind you.
Looking for... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Be seeing you, stranger. Look around all...
Did you see a hound on the road? A fine, strong creature that's been wandering. I asked the gate guards to look for him. I can't afford to chase him down, but could use a fierce, loyal beast to keep me company. If you are willing to retrieve him for me, I'd give you some fresh meat to attract him out on the road. Oh, it's smart to demand something up front. Some gold now, and some when I have my dog. There's the meat. Steel's good, but loyalty's... Take a look. See me at my forge if you need arms or armor.
Repairing the defenses is almost impossible lately. Every time we get a new war report, our needs change.
The trade routes are affected as well. Procuring supplies is a guessing game. Weapons...
Helvard! The guards are looking sloppy today. I want you to reduce their wages for the month.
Sir, I will shape them up, but with the war on, it is unwise to reduce their wages any further. We can't afford to lose any men if we wish to keep Falkwreith protected.
I would think a man of your military training would be able to do with less. But so be it. Why have taxes not come in from Granite Hill, Nenya? We should send some guards down there.
They are only a little late, Jarl. The trade routes are affected by the war. We should give them another day.
Very well. But when their emissary arrives, I want words with him.
The Legion's always
Good to
looking
see
for
you.
strong, capable
Finally,
warriors.
teach
You
them
think
to
you've got
stop
what it
paying
takes.
me.
Our headquarters is in
Here,
Solitude.
you deserve a reward for your service. You know what? I like you. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty. I hereby grant you permission to purchase property in Falkwreith Hold. Talk to my steward if you're interested. There is room in my court for a new thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. You help my people, and I'll make you my thane. On your way, then. Come and see me again sometime. I might have some use for you.
Yes? Right. Let's trade. That's what you said, right? You wanted to trade? Your wish is my command.
Let's get going. What do you need to take? Let's go.
Steel's good, but loyal. Blades, helmets. Pretty much anything to suit your needs. See me at my forge if you need arms or armor.
Trolls are strong and powerful, but terribly slow. And you can't damage what you can't hit. I just tire them out and strike the killing blow.
bleeds Skyrim. Leads are dry, and I think none of us are the better for it.
Strangers like you bring war. I've seen enough war.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. The old fort near
Yes?
Rosette. Might consider joining us.
Need something?
What now?
Watch with. Yes? Keep a song in your heart.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
That's a question I've asked myself for weeks now. I'm sick. I mean, it would be fine if it was just a cough, but, well, my body hurts so much I can barely walk. And those are the good days.
I really like
All
your
right.
robe.
Careful where you say those words, girl. You know not what you speak. If it's a duel you seek, stranger, then I suggest you leave. I am not here to fulfill your desire for pain, or free you from your wretched existence. At least, not today. Yes, yes, tomorrow I will have your head on an ice spike and your ears in a box. But please, at least make some effort not to embarrass yourself. When you face a former Justicia, that should be your primary goal. Interesting. I was quite certain this conversation would become gradually more belligerent, not less. Is it possible that there is one individual in this bullnetch of a province that is capable of reason? It is a rather simple matter. I disobeyed a direct order from my superior. I was stationed in Markarth with two others. We were investigating a family that kept abnormal hours, staying up well past midnight. Unfortunately, myself and one of the other Justicias got into an argument over the children. The fool thought they were innocent.
Henrietta, dear, I don't want you talking to the lady in black.
Why not? She's nice.
You'll know when you're older.
It is futile to attempt to win over those who despise you with mercy. The children were unsalvageable and required execution. The issue was made irrelevant, however, when the entire family was found murdered. That is insignificant. The family was dead and no longer worshipped Talos. Moreover, by letting a murderer run amok, we prevented the family from becoming martyrs. There was just one problem. Everyone assumed I was the murderer. It didn't help that I've been a rather vocal proponent of mass execution. So we decided it was best to use this perception to our advantage. Now, I never confessed to the crime, but I was stripped of my rank and exiled. This gave the perception that justice was served. The only thing I know is the person was quite efficient and extremely disturbed. The rest would be mere speculation.
It's good to see you, girl.
Ondolamar estimated that Talos worship would decrease by 1/3 in the wake of the murders.
Don't take what you don't
I
have.
don't know if that's true, but I wouldn't doubt his calculation. Of course, the Thalmor are not the Empire. We do not share their frothing obsession with bureaucracy. Talk to them and you'll see. Find a soldier and ask him to file a report. Then watch as his mouth becomes a pond of saliva. Although, I suggest you don a helmet in advance. One of those dwarven ones, lest his response shower your cheek. You sound like a diplomat I once knew. He thinks we can win this war with words. But Hammerfell is proof that some fools will never yield. And when this war resumes, I will rejoin my brethren. Rest assured, there will be no attempts made upon your drink. All we ask is that you acknowledge the truth. There's nothing to tell. They act brave and fight poorly. The last one who challenged me was too busy rattling off the names of the relatives I had supposedly extinguished to even bother raising his shield. I think he was fumbling through what must have been a small army of second cousins when I set his weapon on fire. Yes, and this is after I told him I was no longer a justiciar. But he was a rather stubborn Nord. It is a temporary escape. I do not plan on remaining in this hovel of a kingdom beyond the next season. My plan is to return to the Somerset Isle after doing a little sightseeing. I suppose that's the point. A huge cemetery is not something people want to see during wartime. It's bad for morale. They are tolerant because they are afraid. As for the Jarl, it matters not whether Sidgeir or Dengeir is in charge. Because when two buffoons of equally damaged minds vie for a throne, the reasonable citizens lose interest in the process. As such, more voice is given to the fools. And with fools in charge, the law becomes meaningless. Here, power makes the rules. They are not organized. There are only the occasional challenges, brought forth by those emboldened by drink. I usually deflect their taunts and tell them to return in the morning when they have sobered. None ever do. Very well.
I escaped fighting in Cyrodiil, only to have it track me. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. me know if there's anything else you need. Welcome to Dead Man's Drink. Let's sate that appetite, hmm? You hear any juicy gossip in town? Be sure to share it with me.
What do you want?
Don't mind Boland. He's young and gets riled easily. Well met. Unlike my brother, I was once, but not anymore. I was wounded in a skirmish up near Windhelm. This was years ago, mind you. Now, maybe I don't pick up a blade in Ulfric's name no more, but I still hold with his ideals. Skyrim is Nordland, and we ought to rule it. We don't need no help from the Empire on that count. His name's Bolin. He's the one who works the lumber mill down by the river. If you meet him, don't expect much in the way of conversation. He ain't one for talking, especially with folk he don't know. Steal anything from my shop and you'll regret it.